You're listening to the Love Over Addiction podcast. Hey, how are you? How are you doing? Does this not feel nuts? And by this, I mean the world we are living in. Things are starting to get sort of back to normal, I guess. The kids are in school. Restaurants around here, bars are opening. The debates are happening. It just feels scary, uncertain, crazy, like we're living in a twilight zone. I don't know. I for one am coping and handling this by keeping my life really small. Like I'm only hanging out with a very small select group of people, mostly my family. I am only allowing my TV and my phone, like certain channels on my TV. I'm only looking at certain things on my phone. I am not looking at the news. I am not joining large groups right now. I am like knitting my own little cocoon because my cocoon feels safer than being out in the world right now. And I like safe and I like cozy, and that's what I find very nurturing. But for those of you that love someone suffering from addiction, I completely understand that your cocoon can feel really scary sometimes, really unpredictable, because home isn't always a safe place for you. It can be incredibly painful to be staying at home with your loved one all the time. Their issues are right in your face, and it's hard to get away. So maybe venturing out of your cocoon is healing for you. Maybe getting some fresh air and getting a new change of scenery is what's going to help you make it through. That's okay. So this last week, I went to my husband's hockey game. So one of my sons is now very much into hockey, and he plays 3 or 4 times a week. And they have an adult league. And my husband is from Minnesota, so he grew up playing hockey, and I'm Canadian, so I grew up going to Toronto Maple Leafs games. So we both love it. We love the sport. So I said, Brian, join the league. It will be so fun to watch you. And with a lot of encouragement, he finally did. And he is so sexy to watch. I'm not even going to lie. It's great seeing him out there and skating, and he's trying so hard, and he's terrific. Seeing all these dads out there reliving their glory days. It's awesome. But I'm sitting in the stands watching my husband play and cheering him on with my kids. And I was actually thinking about the positions in hockey. So for those of you that might need a refresh, I'll keep this so simple. There's offense and defense, and that's as simple as I'm going to keep it. And offense is when you're trying to get your position is you're trying to move the puck forward and into the goal. Defense is when you're holding back and you're defending the net, and you're trying to defend from the other team from making a goal into your own net. I know most of you are like, Michelle, give me a break. Of course we know this. Okay, I've got lots of kids, so I don't know. I'm keeping it too simple, but you get the point. So what does this have to do with addiction, you might be wondering? I will tell you, because I can tell you I can relate everything to addiction. So I'm watching my husband play, and I'm thinking, really this is so symbolic of our lives. these positions. Either we're playing offense, where we're trying to move forward and make a goal, like make our goals happen, or we're stuck behind playing defense and really trying to prevent, our greatest fears from happening, and really trying to be careful, about maybe we're trying to control things in our lives. So I'm going to give you some examples of ways, and I want you to listen to this and go, okay, am I playing offense or am I playing defense in my life? So if you're playing offense, your day looks like this. You wake up, you get out of bed, you have a routine that you pretty much stick to. You have a list of things that you want to get accomplished, your goals for the day. And you might even be so good at meeting your goals that you have your goals prioritized, or you have certain goals highlighted. And those goals that are highlighted are things that are non-negotiables, like they have to get done by the time that you get back into bed in the evening. If you are playing offense, you're in control of your life and your day. You are not taking responsibility for the person laying next to you. You are not owning their life. You're not owning their decisions. You're not getting into their lane. You're staying in your own lane. You're not basing your emotions on what they did the night before, how they are feeling about themselves, how their recovery is or isn't going. You're not validating yourself based on if they are drinking or not, using drugs or not. Is that you understand the person laying next to you is a completely separate entity, and that their life is their business. And you're not putting your self-esteem in their hands. And you're not looking to their success as part of your success. Instead, you're a grown human being that is not operating like a child, that is not feeling the weight of the world on their shoulders to make sure that everyone around them is happy and healthy. You are just in charge of you, and you are in charge of your dependents that are 18 years and under, right? That is the control you have. And when you wake up with a very clear mind and clear goals, and you do not let distractions get in your way, and you recognize that you are in charge of your future, it can feel incredibly satisfying. That is what playing offense looks like. Think of a very, very focused athlete. That is what you are when you play offense. Now, if you are playing defense, you are stuck in the past. You are trying to handle all of the BS that addiction is giving you. So you're dealing with the crisis. You're trying to get your loved one sober. You're counting the bottles. You're calling the rehabs. You're calling family members to help back you up to prove that they actually have an issue and need help. You're lying for them. You're manipulating them. Most of your thoughts during the day are going towards them or their addiction. You might be giving them money or loaning them cars or nagging them and trying to get them to go get a job. You're reminding them of how much they had the night before. You're canceling vacations or your plans based on if you think they're sober or not. That's what playing defense is. It's basically allowing addiction to boss you around and take control of your life. And it's probably what we've been doing for a very long time, is just sitting back and letting people give you crap, and then you figure out how to deal with that crap, and then you think you move on, and then more crap comes your way, and you deal with that. And sorry for the bad language if you have young kids, and I apologize, but there really is no better way to say it. So are you playing offense or defense? And here's the deal. It's not hard to switch. That's the best news ever, is that it's just a conscious choice. There's no, you don't need to, do this big, huge renovation plan to your life. You just need to start tomorrow by waking up and making a list and sticking to that list. And when your loved one pulls some shenanigans, which you know they will, you can sit there and say to yourself, "Self, this is not my problem to solve. This is their struggle. This is their game to play. This is their battle, and there's nothing I can do to help or to control it. They will get sober and better if and when they choose to. And until that happens, I'm going to focus on me. I'm going to make the best out of this opportunity." And yep, I just called addiction an opportunity, because this is a time in your life where you have an opportunity to finally do the work that you are being called to do, to make the changes to yourself and to your life that you need to make, to challenge all those negative beliefs that you have about yourself and create a new identity, a positive one, a one that is full of self-integrity, confidence, and value. And the only way that you can do that is by starting every day with the decision to play offense, to be in control and in charge of your life, regardless of the noise around you. Because here's the secret. You could stay or you could leave your relationship. There's always going to be noise, whether it's addiction or another person's issue. So these are life skills that you are mastering right now that will help you be a better person in the future, regardless if you stay or leave. So let's get really good at mastering these. Let's get you to the strongest, healthiest place you've ever been in your entire life. And then you will be able to be prepared to decide what to do about this relationship. Does that make sense? I know it does. I know, because I used to be you, and I know it can get better. And I know you should have absolute hope for your future. And if you don't, I do. I have hope for your future. I believe in you. I know you can do it. I know you're listening to this wanting to get better. And just wanting is good enough. All right. I love you. I hope this was a good pep talk and a reminder to you. I'll talk to you tomorrow, or next week, not tomorrow. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.
This podcast is created for your support, encouragement, and entertainment with Michelle's personal thoughts and beliefs. From one woman to another, bonded together by the fact we love someone suffering from addiction. This is not intended as a substitute for therapy or advice from a professional.